On this episode of Picker Road, we are thrifting in Las Vegas. Now, right now, we are in the Las Vegas Arts District at Antique Alley Mall. You know, we are so grateful to have the Picker Road Boutique in there. This is one of the most exciting places in all of America, the Las Vegas Arts District. It's the fastest growing area in Las Vegas, and we get thousands of visitors per day here. There are treasures galore in there, and it is so much fun to go hunting for them. Later on, we're going to go into the Picker Road Boutique and we are going to see some never before seen items. We're going to share them with you. They're all available on pickerroad.com. But now, let's go thrifting. And later,
we're going to have a fun family trivia night. And yes, David will be with us.
And so will you, because we're taking you right along. Like always, all you have to do is subscribe, ring that little bell so you know when we go live, leave us a comment, give us a like. Lots to do, but so much fun to be had. Come on, join the journey. I'm Harleen, and along with my husband Gary and our son Will, we are a family of pickers. We travel the world finding treasures to bring to you. Along the way, we have great adventures. Come along with us. Join the journey on Picker Road. So now we're at Goodwill. Just like that. Now this is a production piece, not an actual Native American piece.
if it was, you would know, considering the Native American pieces you found at Goodwill over the years.
It's been a good year. Thought that might be a casino ashtray. Highly collectible. Highly collectible. What is that? It's a little votive holder.
Warmer, maybe?
Mm-hmm. These little blue vases. I think they do have some age to them. I think we're going to leave those. Let's see what else we have. We have
I think a wedding was maybe here.
It looks like it, doesn't it? They donated everything afterwards.
Which table was the one that all the kids were at, that you've always put the one person that you don't like very much but had to invite?
It's the kids' table and the work table.
I think it was table 20.
You think so? Oh, we have I think we've seen this before, actually. Yep, still $25.
Yeah, and it will be for a while. Uh-oh, somebody lost their head.
Oh my goodness.
Look at these. These were so popular in 1976 for the bicentennial.
And they were by, what does it say?
It's Japan.
Right, it's not Lefton though.
No. All right, shall we keep going?
Let's do it.
Well, we had to kind of run real quick because these fresh carts came out. And look what I got. I got this brand new sealed Ravensburger of the Mona Lisa. Fantastic 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. And hello.
Starbucks.
2 of my Starbucks mugs from California and Hawaii. Isn't that great?
Very fun. Very fun.
All right, do you want to go take a look at the jewelry?
Yes, let's. Well, I've kind of checked out the jewelry and I really don't see anything up to snuff, as they say. So I think we're going to get our mugs and our puzzle and head on.
All right, so we're at the Salvation Army thrift store on Lake Mead in Las Vegas. Now, you guys were here for the grand opening.
We sure were.
But I was not, so this is my first time at this particular thrift store.
Well, come on. Let me show you around.
Let's see what we can find.
Ooh, it's nice and cool in here. Get our card and see what we have.
What do we have here?
Those are cute. They look like
stone
critters or quarry critters. I don't think they are, though.
Uh-huh.
Nothing under there. But they are kind of adorable. Got a gnome there.
You gnome it.
Let's see what else. Squirrel.
Aw.
Let's see what else. What is this?
Like intaglio?
Not quite. It looks like it says Hand blown.
That was the
I
original
don't.
price tag.
It was, and I don't want to pick it off so that the current price tag. I don't want that to come off. Right, let's kind of head back towards the back and see. Now it's saying that today, orange tags are 50% off. This week, not just today. Look how nicely everything is displayed, Will. You can pan all the way down and you can see how clean and just
Absolutely.
they really seem to care. Look at these little napkin rings. I think they're just little made in China, but they're nice. Considering we're in spring now.
I know. Got a lot of clear glass here.
They do.
Where are these from? Colombia?
Columbia.
Ah, not the university.
No, I don't think
Ooh,
so.
are we starting with the mug shop?
Oh, I guess we are.
Okay, I'm looking.
Their mugs are right up here. Look at this. I had too much fun in Lake Geneva.
Hey, we've been to Lake Geneva.
We have. It's
I see
very
one
beautiful.
Starbucks there, but that's not travel.
Okay.
And I'm looking down there. Okay, I don't see any.
Look how neat everything is and all the lines. Everything is lined up.
Yes.
I don't want to mess it up.
Absolutely. All right,
Nothing down there,
no,
huh?
I don't see any. Want to turn the corner here?
I do. I just want to see. Oh, it's an octopus.
Ah,
Society.
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade.
Look at that. What is that? Made in China, but oh, I see. It's a penguin. I couldn't quite get it. There's the beak and the head and the body. Okay, you got it. So
got it.
you got it. All right, let's turn the corner.
Punch bowl. What do we have here?
Blue. They're kind of going for a blue theme.
I got a Delft themed canister set up
They
there.
do. Oatmeal.
Tea and coffee.
Aha.
Who makes those?
That's what I'm looking.
It is
Made in Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
I can speak. A little chip there, though.
Darn.
Yeah.
All right, shall we keep going?
Let's go this way.
Wild, wild horses couldn't thrift me away.
Oh my goodness.
Now look at all these fish and glass pieces.
So this is kind of a good example of, now these are lovely and they're nice paperweights and they're asking $2.99 for both of them, which is, very very reasonable. They are made in China. And these are not particularly hand blown or anything like that. As opposed to the incredible fish blown glass paperweights that we have right now on pickerroad.com. They're from Hot Island Glass in Maui, and they are hand signed. And just to give you a comparison, these are great if that's what you're looking for. If you want glass that is hand blown and signed, then there's all levels and everything can be appreciated.
Oh, look at these.
What are those?
These are made in Italy.
Ah.
They're candle holders, and there's a pair of them there.
Those are pretty.
Do you see any chips on them?
I don't know. Let me
You
see.
check that one. I'm looking at this one.
Those are really pretty.
Made in Italy.
I know. I like that.
You put the candlestick in there.
That's nice for spring, too.
Yeah, I think we're going to pick those up.
I think so. They're beautiful. I'm so afraid there's nothing.
There's no chips. Love it.
You see, made in Italy. Very pretty. All right.
Molto bene.
Uh-oh.
Parmigiano.
There it is.
Rigatoni.
In the cart. The bowls are really nicely displayed. Pretty colors. Look at that. Has a very Japanese feel to it, doesn't it?
Reminds me of the ones we saw at Takumi.
Exactly. Oh, and look at this one. It's like a cantaloupe.
Oh, I
That's
like
fun.
cantaloupe.
That's very fun.
Very
It's
nice.
probably part of a set.
Look at these right here.
Let me see.
Who is that? I'm trying to see the artist.
Barato.
Huh.
And it's made by, all right, okay. Here's a good example.
Oh.
Recently, I found a piece of silver and I pronounced it Gorham.
Oh.
And a wonderful subscriber taught me that no, the H is silent, so it'd be Gorham.
Gorham.
So I appreciate that. I don't know. I thought that you pronounced the H. So I really, really appreciate learning from you guys. You guys are the best. So here's a Gorham plate.
And these Norman Rockwells are Gorham as well.
There we go. We can learn.
Very nice.
We can learn.
What's this one here?
What do you
Look at
see?
that. It's
It almost looks like wood. It's a
it's made in
composite.
China. It's a composite, but it had that wood feel.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, what else you see?
Looks like we have a summer squash. Again, a very Japanese feel.
Yeah,
Little summer squash plates.
very nice.
Moving down. Little dishes. And then we just get into some white dishware. I don't think it's restaurant ware. Although it is kind of heavy, I don't think it is. All right. Let's go over here and look.
Would you like some pepper, madame?
No, thank you. I shall take my Caesar plain. I do see this little hand creamer.
That hand done?
I don't know.
Oh, there's
It
a signature
is.
there.
There is a signature. I love it.
I really
It looks
like
like, you know what it looks like? What does it look like to you?
Like a
Cave paintings.
Yeah, it looks like a goat or an antelope.
Well,
or
yes,
something.
but it's representational,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like a cave painting.
Yeah,
I think that's great fun.
very nice. How much is it?
It is $2.99.
Into the cart with the grapes.
I think that's
it goes.
great. I would use this. I think this is too big for a creamer.
Gravy.
I think this would be gravy or syrup.
You're
This-
making me hungry.
There's lots of things that you could use it for, but I love the imagery on there. I think it's really nice, and it reminds me of cave paintings. All right, let's put that in the cart for sure.
Looks like we have some leftovers from St. Patrick's Day. I see
I
a lot
know.
of shamrock
Oh yeah,
stuff
look
around.
down there.
Yeah.
Very nice. This has a shell effect. Yep, there's shells on there.
Very nice. And looks like we have some Dias de los Muertos. And that looks almost like it goes with the bowl we saw.
Uh-huh. Very Chinese feel to it. Let's see. We have some American pressed glass.
All right, shall we keep looking?
Yes.
Ray Dunn is asking if you'd like some quinoa.
Quinoa is an ancient grain.
I love quinoa.
And it's actually really good for you. The whole thing with quinoa, it can be absolutely fabulous or I think absolutely horrible, all depending on the way it's cooked. It just has to be cooked really right. And I don't mean just like consistency, the right herbs, seasoning, all that kind of stuff.
I like when there's lemon in it.
Look at this. These are one of the key to my hearts.
Yeah.
It's missing the key, and you need the key to stand it up.
Of course. We find those occasionally
They're
new in the
hard to
box,
find.
and you always have to have the key in there.
Yeah, it's a sweetheart, but without the key, it's incomplete. All
What do
right.
we have down here?
I don't know. Let's take a look. We have, looks like kind of just a mismatch of different things. We have a football.
Oh, is that Ray as well?
Yes.
is.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I want to take a second and look that up. I've never
Football.
seen the Ray Dunn football. Well, touchdown.
It sells.
It sells for up to $35.
Great.
It's in perfect condition, no chips. It is, of course, Artisan Collection by Magenta. They're asking $3.99 for it.
Okay, should I put it in the cart?
Yes, please. Thank you. Now look at this interesting piece here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're not going to get it because the little propellers are missing on 3 of the engines. But this is a wonderful tribute piece to D-Day. It's the 60th anniversary of D-Day. It's by Bradford Exchange. Now, right now on pickerroad.com, I have some of those incredible World War II aviation maps, including the one that I think is the most stunning. It's the 3-map series called The Voyage Home, and it tracks the B-16 bomber that went all the way from the far Asian islands of the Pacific back to San Francisco, and that crew that survived the war. You can go on there and you can acquire that right now.
And these are actual maps. These
Yes.
aren't reprints. These aren't photographs. These are the actual maps that were in those planes held by those men.
I bought a huge lot of them years ago, and over the years I've sold them to the Smithsonian, to the World War II Museum in New Orleans. Real treasures.
Yes. All right, let's continue down this aisle here.
Sure thing.
Do you need a little Denver Broncos to go with your football?
Yeah, it looks like they're strewn all over the place.
Oh, let's put them together.
You're styling.
Well, you know, if I can put it together.
It's a coconut candle.
Oh. All right, I'm not going to stick my nose in it.
Waft
I'll
it.
waft.
And
Very little scent. I think it's lost a lot of its scent.
not coconut scented.
No. Let's keep on going
What's
here.
this? Tennessee Trash, a secret mountain brew served only at the Opryland Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So that's a souvenir mug.
Wow, is that from the Grand Ole Opry?
I don't know. I'm going to do a Google image search and see
Look.
what the deal is.
Look.
Yep.
Opryland.
Look at this. Let's give that a search.
I think what it needs is a straw.
Uh-huh.
Well, it doesn't really sell for that much. There is a little bit of money to be made, but I think that it's kind of not my jam.
It's not quite a tiki mug.
But I'm going to leave it because maybe somebody did visit the Grand Ole Opry or stay at that hotel and they forgot to get one of these. Hey, they can pick it up here in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Second chances. That's a spoon rest.
Well,
Yep.
all right,
All right,
keep going?
let's turn the corner here and see what we've got.
Oh, look at this little cat.
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing?
Sitting there. Aw.
It's more Ray Dunn there.
And Star Wars.
Oh, hello.
It's
Aw.
the cake
It's a cake
candle.
candle.
Oh, that's fun. Put
I
that
find
there.
your lack of birthday disturbing.
Oh, look at that little, yeah. What is that?
What does that say there? It's Ainsley.
Ainsley. Little Ainsley vase.
How's it looking?
Oh, looks like it's got a lot of wear on it.
Yeah.
And that's not coming off.
Darn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that.
All right.
Ooh, let's look at the frames real quick.
Hey.
I like vintage frames. You never know.
Is that-
Ingrid Bergman.
And
Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn.
I think that's Mary Pickford.
Is that Mary Pickford?
You guys let me know. Is that? I don't know.
Is that
Joan Crawford.
Joan Crawford? Love it.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
It is on the tip of my tongue.
Does anybody know who that is?
Yeah, let us know in the chat if you see
I might be wrong on this one. I'm not sure. I think that's Mary Pickford. I know that's Ingrid Bergman. I know that's Joan Crawford. And I know that's Errol Flynn. And no, I'm not old enough to really have known a lot about their films, but we study film.
I watch those classic movies all the time.
That's right.
And I see there's one more over here.
Okay,
Who's this?
let's see who this is. This is, Gloria Swanson.
That is Gloria Swanson. You know, I actually have a Gloria Swanson autograph. I collected it years ago because Sunset Boulevard is one of my favorite classic films. That's in The Hummingbird, 1924.
It tells you on the back.
Oh, let's see.
Let's see.
All right,
All right.
back to it.
Back to it.
All right.
Oh, we know Errol Flynn,
38.
Joan Crawford,
I think these were taken out of a magazine.
Ingrid
Gaslight,
Bergman,
of
Gaslight.
course.
Okay, let's see. Is this Mary Pickford? It is.
Well done. Taming of the Shrew.
Okay, now
here we go.
Here we go. We're gonna find out who this is.
And Dolores
Del
Del
Rio.
Rio. She was she dated Orson Welles at the same time he was making
Did
Citizen
she?
Kane.
Okay, those are nice. They're really nicely done. These are professionally done. I mean, they're from a place, like Home Goods or something. So those are nice if you're putting together a wall of old Hollywood. Aw.
Live well, love much, and laughed often. That's older, you know.
$3.99, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, very much so. What is this? Oh, somebody's dogs. Oh. All right.
What are you seeing?
I'm looking. Very Victorian looking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
Oh, hello.
It's one of those
Tiles.
but there's slate.
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 Okay.
It's from Dorset. It's from England.
Ooh. What's it depicting?
It is,
I mean, an old sailing ship.
yes.
That's very cool.
And that's not a chip. That's just a little discount. Feel
Oh,
how
it's
smooth that is.
That's part of the slate.
Yeah, it's part of the slate.
So
it is genuine Welsh slate. I kind of like it.
I think that's a really nice pickup.
Let me just check the corners. Everything looks good. It's always rough because it's
supposed
slate.
to be. It has to be.
It has to be.
What they do is these are real pieces taken off of like roofs, and then they add this on and turn them into functional art pieces.
Now the only thing I'm seeing is, oh wait a minute, it's signed.
What does it say there?
Mary. What does it say?
1510 to 1515.
Right.
I think it's the name of the ship, probably.
It is.
This is a great piece for $1.99. Yeah,
You like that?
I like it.
Okay. Well, they kind of have a small vase section.
Uh-huh.
This is
Not quite a visage.
not quite. Not too much to select from. And that's not to say on another day they might have gotten some things in.
BMS. I don't know what that is.
Well, it's probably a company, and that was probably a gift at a
Ah.
corporate event. I'm just guessing.
All right, should we keep going?
Let's do it. Well, on this end cap, the only thing I see is a little more cowbell.
I gotta be honest with you. I could have used more cowbell.
This video needs more cowbell.
All right, how much is the cowbell?
It is $1.99.
That is a priceless amount of annoyance.
It is, but I think we'll move on. Also, they display their art really nice. You can see everything, get an idea. I've kind of perused and I don't really see anything for us today, but it is really fun to be able to see everything.
Well, as promised, we are back at Antique Alley Mall in the heart of the Las Vegas Arts District. We're in the Picker Road Boutique, full of wonderful treasures that we've picked along the way. But right now, we're excited because we want to showcase some items that have never been seen before. What do we have here?
I am so excited. Let's just start on this end and work our way over.
All right.
This is a hand-carved totem. It's really, really beautiful. It's
Look at
all
that.
wood, and it is signed right there. We have a little more research to do on it, but can you pick it up?
Oh, absolutely. And I see it says Eagle up here.
Uh-huh. And there's all your hand signing on there. This is a really, really pretty piece.
It's
It's
exquisite.
absolutely beautiful. And a little more research to do on that. This is a treasure.
What a treasure.
Now, we believe that this is, and we were told by who we purchased it from, that this is an old piano roll box.
The old player pianos, like turn of the century, you would wind them up and there were these rolls with holes in them, and you could stick them into a piano and the holes would represent the different keys, and it's kind of like a music box. The player piano would play the song.
Now you can see that these are gold letters that have been painted on. They're quite old. This hinge looks pretty old to me.
It does.
And we were told by the person that we purchased this from that it had been in their family for well over 50 years.
I also have to say, look at the dovetailing on that.
That's absolutely the next thing I was going to go to. See the dovetailing all the way around?
It's exquisite.
And the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Now you hear that, and look at these. Look how old these look.
I heard something rattling in there.
There is.
What's inside?
Now that's it. This was in there, and we're still working on it. Still working. It is a brass winder. It says France.
You know what I think that might be?
I think it's for rolling, for something to do with the player piano.
I think it's for winding up the player piano.
I think so too.
Because player pianos are from before there was electricity. You would wind it up like a clock.
Again, don't know.
It's so cool.
It was in there. So this is a bit of a mystery that is going to require some research.
But that will come with it.
It will come with it. I don't want to separate them. And this box is absolutely incredible. Beautiful box. Vintage. Disney. Let me have you talk about that.
Now, if you saw, I just had one of these about a week ago, and I was fortunate enough to come across another one of these.
Which is rare because they're hard to find.
They really are. And this is one of the early ones. You can tell by the way New Orleans looks. I mean, I'm guessing this is 1967-68 era, and it's Walt Disney Productions. It is official. It's incredible. I love the condition of it, and these
Beautiful.
are a treasure every time I find them.
Beautiful dish. Now, the one you had the last time was a little different. It was lighter.
It was.
So if someone wanted to get a second one for the collection, it would be different.
Absolutely.
It's not identical.
Perfect for the Disney collector.
Wonderful. Look at Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Of course.
I love
Do you
it.
know Disneyland is turning 70 years old this summer?
Really hard
I've
to
already
believe.
started to see the advertising for it.
Hard to believe. Again, now I'm going to bring this up. This is glow glass.
Get ready.
I have never seen this particular one. Look at the scene in there.
Isn't that amazing?
It is absolutely exquisite. Look at the scene.
I love it.
It's got a gold base.
Now that's not
It's
connected.
gorgeous. It's so old. We have to do some more research on it, but it's fantastic.
It really is. And that
Just love
separated
it.
base there, it's just a beautiful piece.
And it glows like the Dickens.
And of course, that will go to Gary's Glow Glass Goal.
Always.
Just
as
like this piece will.
This was a wonderful donation from a dear subscriber, and she wanted Gary to have a glowing flower frog.
Isn't that fantastic?
Isn't that great? Beautiful, beautiful, fun piece. And this will be available. Now we have 3 tiles here. These are lovely. This is Delft right there.
Of course.
You can see it's all marked.
Royal Delft.
Beautiful, ready to hang. That's a beauty. Now this tile is made in Austria.
Oh,
It's
Vienna.
Vienna. We were just there a few months ago. So we really have a good feel for Vienna.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that beauty was made. And this one was also made in Vienna. Again, and these would make wonderful, wonderful trivets.
Absolutely.
Very, very nice. And you know how far they've traveled.
Now I'm very excited about this
Look
one.
at this.
This is Mexican sterling silver. Look at this. Look at the detail in that with the inlay.
Inlaid turquoise.
It's just beautiful piece.
All marked.
Fantastic.
Now we've left the actual patina on it, but that could shine right up depending on what you want. Many people want the actual aged patina look. And once you take it off, it's going to take a few years to get back on.
We leave it up to you. If you want to take that off, that's totally up to you. But this is heavy. I got to say, this is a couple of ounces of sterling silver
absolutely.
for sure.
And the turquoise.
Yeah, it's just great.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And what a fun scene with cactus. And you guys know how much I love a good cactus.
Oh, cactus have been good to us.
This is so beautiful. This was also gifted to us by a dear subscriber, the same one who gave us the beautiful frog. This is a wonderful natural coral necklace. Look at the vintage. It says silver on there. It doesn't say sterling. It says silver, so I think it's just silver metal, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I could be wrong on that, but it's lovely.
It really is.
Beautiful coral. Look at the color. Coral is one of my favorite colors.
It's just beautiful. There must be 100 pieces of coral on there, if not
or
more.
more. And look how it's graduated. Look how the little ones, it's beautifully graduated toward the large ones. How perfect. With summer coming,
Yeah.
beautiful piece.
And I'm so excited about this. You know that I always stop and look at these when I find them. This is a really old one, too. This is Las Vegas with Vegas Vic right there in the center.
That's who he's called.
And look at all of the different locations that are not here anymore. The El Rancho, that was the first hotel in Vegas. That's Bugsy Siegel days. You've got the Thunderbird. You've got Downtown. You've got the Desert Inn, Flamingo, the Silver Slipper, the Hoover Dam, and of course, there's Fremont Street right there. This is, I believe this is made in Japan. It's not marked, but this is
It's
really
old.
old one. You
Absolutely.
can just tell. And that is our slate of never before seen items, every single one of which is available right now at pickerroad.com. Go check them out. Well, after another fun day of picking, we are at the Las Vegas Brewing Company for their weekly trivia night. I love pub trivia. Hey, look, there's my brother David. You don't get to see him that often. I had to sneak the camera in so that he wouldn't notice. But we're going in and we are going to play some pub trivia. This is always so much fun. This is our first time at this location and we're very curious how they do it. We got our first round of drinks just as the first round started, and hey, we're already in second place. Our main courses with some delicious salads came, and we continued on. We kind of held our ground in second place throughout the night. Nice thing is, all of us have a lot of general knowledge. By the final round, it ended, and we came in second place. We had a great time doing pub trivia. Hey, I think you're going to see us here again in the future. But for now, let's recap all of our finds from today's fun day of picking. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you always know when an episode premieres. Also, please check out pickerroad.com, where you can purchase many of the fun items we've found on our adventures. And don't forget, you can now support my father Gary on his quest to get a muscle car using nothing but glowy glass. Lastly, please leave a comment. We read all of them, and we love interacting with you because we always want you to join the journey.